YouTube. How's it going, guys? Welcome to TPB's Tech-Bodge Emporium. I am TPB. Anyways, in this one, guys, if you remember from Daisy's PS5 upgrade, if you watched that video, you will know that she gave me her original controller. She actually gave me both of her older controllers, but this is the original one. It's broken, battery doesn't work. Apparently I think it's got some stick drift issues as well. Either way, this is completely broken. It don't work, doesn't turn on. You get as far as a flash and then it just gives up. It won't charge or anything like that, like so. Flash it away, but it doesn't get any further than that. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna see if we can fix it. See, it's gone now. I know you are probably just thinking it's searching it. Honestly, it doesn't do anything. It won't charge up or anything like that. Like, which is why she got the following one that started the stick drift, and obviously this started having some stick drift as well. So we're gonna see if we can maybe sort the stick drift out. We'll give the contacts a clean. I've also got some keyboard lube. So I might use that on some of the contacts, see if that helps a tiny bit. We've getting things moving nicely, but whilst I was ordering stuff to fix this up, I thought, oh, modify before you repair. So we're going to customize this thing because, let's be honest, it's a broken old controller, but it is an original. So this is what came with her 850 gigabyte PlayStation 5, her original one. Got disk drive and that, so it's an early controller. So I thought I'm going to customize this controller. I thought it'd be a bit of fun. We can see what we can do with this in terms of modifications, because there's a lot more you can do with a PlayStation controller in terms of modifying it yourself than with like an Xbox controller. But we might be looking into that once we've got onto this. I do have some more invasive modifications coming for this controller, but that involves me getting a soldering station. So also, if you're looking for a cheap soldering station, you'll be able to find out if the one that I get is any good, because I'll do a video on that. But that being said, as I was grabbing stuff to customize this, I noticed that almost everything, apart from the battery, which is from Jura Pro, I'm going to check that out, almost everything was from this ExtremeRate company. Now, I think they're probably just drop shipping stuff from, Alibaba or something. But either way, they were all from this ExtremeRate company. So we're going to see how good the quality of this stuff is. Funnily enough, the more invasive upgrades I've got coming for this controller are also from this ExtremeRate. So I promise you, not sponsored. 140 followers, 141. Now let's fucking go. I see you all. I appreciate you. But yeah, shall we see what I've ordered? And shall we see what's in the boxes and get to modifying this controller, and we'll see what we can do with this, because obviously it's just a broken controller. Can we make it a fixed controller, which is a one of one, shall we say? We'll customize that bad boy up. It's not one of one, because someone else could make the same decisions. But let's add some TPB flavor to this bad boy. Yeah, let's go. Right, guys, so got the controller here. We'll pop that to one side for a second. Let's have a look what's in these boxes. So this is the battery. It's from Jura Pro. So you can see it's a 400 mAh, so it's a little bit more than standard. I think standard's like 2650 or something. So what do you get in the box with these? You get a little pry tool and you get a little screwdriver, which is nice. It's always handy to have extra tools in it. But this thing's tiny, isn't it? Right. A little battery. Yeah, it's a change of technology, so it's a lot smaller. It comes with a little self-adhesive pad, and obviously you just plug it in there. So we'll pop that bad boy in. We'll have a look at that. We'll pop that there for now. Move the controller up here. Right, so I don't need that. We'll just stuff that turtle death back in there. It's always nice for them to give you a little sealy bag, so these are reusable. This is straight turtle death. But Joro Pro, I'll leave a link for all of the parts in this, just in case they're decent. So that's our first set of tools. Should we? I'll put the battery there. So the stuff that we're going to use, we'll put over there, and then we'll put our collection of tools here. Right. So what's in this one? Oh, it's like Christmas, isn't it? Right. So first product from ExtremeRate. Oh, we've got some screws, replacement screws by the looks of things. Pry tool, some screwdrivers. That's a whole load of replacement screws. Big up ExtremeRate. I don't know what I would have been using to use all those screws up, but yes, this is 1 second. This is the buttons that I've chosen, which are just sort of plain black, completely plain black. So we'll see how they look. With the triggers, I don't know. I'll see how they feel. Whether I use the replacements or I just keep the old triggers in. It could be I feel like with the PlayStation, this particular controller, one of the best things about it is these triggers. So I don't think I want to change them. So I'll see how the new buttons feel in comparison, but I might just keep the triggers. I mean, they're black anyway. So what else do you get in here? You get a little SIM ejection tool. Not sure what that's for, but thank you. And a little gamer's manual. Thanks for choosing ExtremeRate. I like that they've made it look like a Nintendo for PlayStation parts, like a little Game Boy. Right, so what's in this other little box? You always got to open the small ones. So we've got 2 sets of tools and a pile of screws so far. That's good. What's in here? We have the thumbsticks. Yeah, you might see the theme coming here. So we've got some fresh thumbsticks. They have got rubber on them, like a rubber coating on the top. There you get screwdriver, pry tool, a little Game Boy thing, and see that sticker on the bottom? Oh, that is just a sticker. We got a little manual. That is just a sticker. Installation guide. You can scan that if I want to see how to put these on. I don't think we'll bother with that, but I suppose the pry tool seems to be the same screwdriver and pry tool, but we are starting to get a collection. It's quite neat, clean, very gamer-esque packaging. You know, not too much in the way of turtle death either. Everything's mostly reusable, apart from obviously the turtle death for them. But I can see why they did it. So, onto the big boxes. What we got in here? Right, this is a new back plate. Because I didn't want the back plate to be white. So I got this one. I haven't had a chance to look at it, but you know, looks basically the same. These grips are probably going to be quite nice, so we'll see how well that fits and how easy it is to fit that one. So if you're looking at the back plate with grips, black one, there we go. We'll have a look at that. Some more turtle death. Not exactly a fan of this stuff. And oh, we've got some more tools. There's only tools in there though, no screws or anything. Oh no, we got some replacement screws. They're all there. And some weird bit of sticky pad for some reason. I'm sure there's gonna be an obvious reason for that. It's probably to go on there, where it's all squared off there. I think probably for the motherboard to sit on. So we shall have a look at that. But that's all there is in here. There's another manual we'll throw down another one of them. These are neat little boxes. I mean, if you need to send something off, like, you could always, I don't know, cover it in with some tape. Good solid little box. Right, and finale, the last box. What we got in here, this will be the front cover for the controller, how it's going to end up. And yes, we're going green because I like green, and it's quite a nice lime green. It looks very aptly green on the camera, probably just the lighting, but it is very sort of lime greeny. We'll see how well this fits. So if you look at the front covers, it does have the pad thing. They kept it in there. I've knocked this thing apart, so I need to have a look, see where these little things go on the original one. Please someone remind me. At least this is a Sealy bag, which is good. Pop that back in there so it don't get damaged. We will take everything out. What else do we get? Oh, you get little cap off things. Oh, a very important little button there. The little green button for the middle here, because it's not a PlayStation thing anymore. And yeah, you get the little cap off things for around the sticks. So we will need those. And it looks like it comes with some options, really. You get white or black. There's also some little rubber. Oh, I think they're for the mic and the headphone. And they also come with different little flat off things, because it doesn't curl over like on the original controller. So you get these little plates to block them off with. And we've got white, we've got grey, we've got black, and I think there's some green in there because I separated them off, but I might go black, so we'll see how that works out after. But you do get a white and a grey option as well, which is nice. Get some more tools and more spare screws for the whole controller by the looks of things, and yeah, and another little Game Boy instructions. So I think with these things I'll keep these in here, but I'm going to use this screwdriver because it's a little bit nicer. And at pry tool, I'm probably going to just go with one of these Talon Games jobbies because they're friggin' awesome. So we'll chuck them in there and get that out of the way. Right, so we'll put the shells to one side there. We're going to have to figure that out. All the buttons, I'm just going to splat them out on the side there. We'll have to make decisions on that. I don't know why I didn't just splat them out into there, because I'm clever like that. Right, so that's all the majority of the parts there. Let's get this bad boy apart, shall we? Look at this Talon tool go. It's like it was made for it. See that? No work for this bad boy. This is almost worth getting the glass skates for. Just this tool. It's freaking awesome. Right, so we need the screwy driver, don't we? Surely this one's going to be the bad boy. It's not a bad little screwdriver. It's got a nice little head on it. It's not terrible. Like, I've definitely seen far worse when it comes to free screwdrivers. It gets the job done, aye. It's unfortunately not magnetic like the one I'd be using out the set. Oh, there's some screws missing. I think I might have lost them when I threw it back together after borrowing the mic off it to fix the other one. So this won't have a mic as of yet. I can always put it back. You can always put it back, just take it back off the other one, as this will eventually become the ultimate PlayStation 5 controller, because I'm gonna just fucking do everything to this thing. But I think that is it. Just 2 screws up top, 2 screws down the bottom. Come on Talon, come in clutch. You can get in there. Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. Yeah, that's the one, Talon. I'm telling you, yeah, this. I'm getting all my money's worth out of this freaking thing. There we go. So that's the back casing off. We are going to be replacing it with this. Oh yeah, you see that there? There we go. There we go. That just told me straight away what I'm supposed to do with it. I feel like it's not going to be thick enough. The battery's going to be smaller, but the battery's going to be stuck to itself anyway. So just in case, I'll have to put the other one back in. We'll put this pad in. Just in case. Right. So you have to start dismantling this thing. Take the battery out. That didn't take much, did it? So there's the old battered battery. Obviously there's a bit of a size difference, even though this one is a better capacity. It's a little bit chunkier though. It might actually just that pad would probably hold it in place. Right. So if I remember rightly, it's this one here. Because obviously we've got to dismantle this thing all the way. Look at these coming in clutch. I just want it to have enough height so that I can give these a little clean off before I start putting everything back together. Right, so we'll get a bit of contact cleaner in there, innit? Right, I'm coming back up here because I know the audio will have been shit and I'll have to do some serious turning up because I was sat down there and why not, innit? So we've got some classic WD-40 contact cleaner right here. We're just going to give that a little bit of a blast in there. It's non-conductive and it evaporates in like no time, so I don't think it's going to be too much of a problem. The blasting will probably help it out. Let me just get like a nice little brush out of this Duress set, like still coming in clutch. I mean, we're going to find out if this is any good for it. Right, let me see if I can find the keyboard lube, see if we can sort out how squeaky that is. I mean, I have a fix coming for this, but for right now, this is for another video, for which I probably won't even get to do this bit because it's a bit extreme, a bit nerdy extreme for me, but I got it anyway, just in case I felt like it. I figured this stuff might just help. So I'm going to fuck around with this controller, guys, and we're going to just mess about with it. So this is just for now. I think it'll do. Maybe it's supposed to squeak a little. Well, maybe. Maybe, baby. We're going to do something about these as well. But as I said, upcoming video. Stage 2 of the modifications. We're just on stage 1 at the moment, so we need to swap everything over from the front panel onto this one. Right, so we'll just move that up out the way there. Let me just push them up to one side. They're all the same size anyway, so it's not too much of an issue. Get rid of the plastic there. We need to transfer everything from this to there, but obviously not the buttons. So handy, they have like a, but we do have to swap the rubbers. They have like a key for all the buttons, so you can't put the wrong one in the wrong place. This motherboard needs to come off this. So give me a second, I'll just figure out how that happens. Right guys, this was not for the faint-hearted. What I actually had to do was get this flathead screwdriver literally in here, start bending the motherboard up to then get the pry tool in to get it to let go. Don't you dare stick back down there. So hopefully it's not damaged too much and it still friggin' works. It did get a little bit bent, but I'm just going to try and gently persuade that back into straight. It's only a little bit bent. I can't even tell you how relieved I was to just hear that crackling noise as it was lifting. Right, anyways, we need to stick this to here. So it gave me just a sticky pad, didn't it, in one of the things. It's alright, I've got this double-sided thermal tape. We'll use some of that. I'm just going to stick a fresh bit of tape on the back of this. It's double-sided. I mean, it's thermal tape, like, but it's not going to matter as long as it's sticky. Yeah, I really am risking it for a biscuit, but do as I say, not as I do. But I will say, guys, this wasn't the easiest of things to do, getting this off here. So it's I'd like to think it's a little stronger than a 50-50 chance of this working, but hey. Right, so that should be in the right place. I did scratch the board here, but I don't think that's going to be a problem. I don't think I'm making any contact with that, but I don't think it's the best. We'll find out, won't we? But that's that stuck down, so that should be that. That goes on there. Pop that back in. Right, so that's that together. Right, so I got some stuff cleared out the way. We have the front completely moved over, I think. That's the button thing, so I think it wants me to take the rubber though. Maybe that thing as well. Foot light. Yeah. There we go. So that's that in there. We have a button for the middle. It's in here. I should be able to pop that over the top of there. Well, that's the front of there loaded up. I don't think there's anything else in there that we need. Right, so it is putting these on. These take a bit of pushing to put on, but that's probably a good thing. But yeah, so far everything's been pretty nifty little fit. So obviously first concern is I don't know whether that touchpad works anymore. Oh, right. Let's see if this thing works, shall we? Which will fix it in place, fortunately into a place which is actually removable in itself. Oh, don't you fucking dare, just go fucking straight with it. There's the Jura Pro in. I have to say, so far, the only thing that's been awkward is the fact that it is a PlayStation controller. That's really it. Like, it's only the stuff that make it a PlayStation controller that's made it awkward. So, right guys, I have given up with the triggers. There's quite a lot to it. Another little blue. They don't look as blue in person, but they're staying as they are at the moment. And when we go to do the more invasive stuff of fixing this, in the near future, in the next few weeks, I'll go in and we'll have a closer look at that because I'll have it fully apart again. Anyways, right, it's time to line this casing up, innit? Get the screws in. So this should like that. I think I like a black. Vote me in the comments. I think for this use case the black looks better. I think if it was one piece I kind of like that they flow over, but I think for this use case, because of the shape of it, I think it looks better black. Alright then, we just push these things in. I think I was supposed to do this earlier, but they're going in now. So guys, yeah, I think this thing looks fucking awesome. Who did it best? TPB or OEM? Right, my thoughts on the process of doing this. Well, it obviously it looks freaking awesome. I will say that this plastic that this top housing casing in, it's like soft touch. It's so nice. It feels really nice and it feels really premium. These dimpled rubber pads on the back here are really nice. They feel nice and grippy. Yeah, the result, the thumbsticks feel basically OEM and brand new, really. Like a little thinner than the originals, but they feel nice. And do you know what? I have to hand it to this ExtremeRate, because all of their products just feel they just work really well. So like all of the parts from the original casing that I had to transfer over onto here worked perfect. They all slotted into the right places with all the right pegs in all the right places and stuff like. So the fit and finish is really nice. There's no sharp edges or anything, so it just feels premium once it's put together. I will say, when I got the back housing as just the back housing, that kind of felt a bit cheap, as itself. But now it's all together, it makes total sense why it felt how it felt. And yeah, I'm just really happy with this. And like me personally, I prefer it to the OEM look anyway. And I don't understand this. Like, I get it's how they've decided to manufacture it, but this panel here, I don't get it. I like this being all smooth over and stuff. Like, if you're interested in more in-depth ExtremeRate products, I promise you, there's no sponsorship. I've got 144 subscribers. I see you all. I thank you. I thank you. Yeah. So if you're interested in more modding, I do have a little extra, a few other things in the basket that are literally waiting for me to get me my birthday present. It's my birthday next weekend. Pay attention. But I'm buying myself a cheap as fuck soldering station. So if you're wondering about a cheap as fuck soldering setup, right, stay tuned. I'll have a video on that. There'll be some products to review. But yeah, we're going to be doing some more invasive mods to this, shall we say. Make it, because at the minute it's just sort of OEM plus, isn't it? It's just basically a nice case on a controller. But we did fix it. It's turned on. It charges. It holds charge. It's turned on. It lets me set up. It works. We'll just have a look. See how it works in game now. I'm using GTA because it's about the only game I'm competent enough with a controller these days, because I haven't used a controller for so long because of how uncomfortable it is for me. But I've really enjoyed modding this. If anyone's wondering why I modded a PlayStation controller and not an Xbox controller, for example, the reason is, for the stock controller, for the standard controller, PlayStation mods, there's just more mods. There is just more mods for a PlayStation controller than there is for an Xbox controller. There's mods for the Elite, but once you've got the Elite, you're kind of already modded, aren't you? So yeah, we've got another video coming up, stage 2 of making this the ultimate PlayStation controller. But yeah, let's see how it gets on in game. Make sure all the buttons work. I forgot that's what that does. Yeah, that obviously works. It's been so long, guys. I'm trying to remember buttons. But yeah, the game looks fucking awesome, doesn't it? Try my settings, guys. Try my settings. Harp on about it. I did try Horizon 4 because the Xbox app still doesn't allow this controller. It's hilarious that you can't use this in a game in the Xbox app. It's fucking ridiculous, like, but you can't. You have to add it through Steam, and Horizon, it wouldn't let me add it through Steam. Should we get a shiny one? What button is it? It's triangle, isn't it? Triangle. It's triangle. It's that one. I'm acting like I don't know. Obviously I know. Like, the buttons are the same between an Xbox and a PlayStation. They're just called different things. Oh, that's the wrong button. Triangle works. Yeah, it is triangle on this, isn't it? I have to remember. Is it triangle or E or Y? Yeah, triangle works. Oh, there is one thing that I didn't manage to fix, but I don't actually care about. It seems that white light there does not work. But I prefer it without anyway, so. But as I was saying, like, you know, the touchpad works. It's not brilliant, makes you feel sick, like, but it works. Click up on the touchpad is a phone. Right, got you. Oh, right. You can use it to go through the phone. Right, okay. Right. So yeah, the touchpad works. Handbrake works, which is that trigger, that top knuckle. What's that? Right. Why did I have to read it to see which one was left or right? Don't click that. So, yeah, right knuckle definitely works. It's a little mushy. We're going to deal with that. These buttons are obviously a little mushy, but only in I need to stop pressing triangle. I definitely need to stop pressing triangle. You have to hammer the fucking X button on it. Keep running, otherwise it gets gassed. Yeah, handbrake works. So top knuckle works. All the touchpad works. What's this button? View change. That button works. Menu button works. Why? I pressed back, didn't I? As you can tell, super used to the controller. Maps tend to be where stick drift shows up. No stick drift. My car's over here though. So yeah, if they had like proper real cars in this game, like, it would look so modern, and it would put a lot of other games to shame. Like, this game runs so well with all of the new fancy shit. But either way, I will like to say, yeah, that this controller is becoming very uncomfortable down my arm because I'm using a controller because of the position I'm in. But regardless of how pretty GTA is, I mean, look at it. There's sometimes I just turn down a road, yeah, and I'm just like, yeah. Let's see the lighting on stuff, and it's just like, yeah, if this game had real cars in it, like it would be knocking the socks off pretty much every other game of this sort of genre. Like, it looks so good. The world looks so good now with all the RT and this new preset and stuff. Like, I know you get your little the pixelated patch does show up occasionally in the back, but it only shows up for a second or two, and I can live with that to have the world look this friggin' good. But yeah, anyway, the controller actually feels awesome. The soft touch plastics on the top feel really, really great. Would I recommend these ExtremeRate products? Oh, look, listen, right? Doing this to this controller wasn't necessarily cheap. To get it to this stage, like how I've got it here, is around about 40-50 quid. So, but it is an upgrade on the battery. So we've got like what, plus 40% power capacity in this over the stock one, and I fixed it. We've cleaned up the connections on these sticks. Everything's brand new. Do you know what I mean? It feels like a brand new premium controller, and cost me 50 quid on top of a broken controller. So I'm not too bitter about that. Like, we are going to be swapping these triggers back out for the black ones, but we're going to be doing that when we go in and do the more invasive stuff. The reason I'm willing to do this stuff and practice, like, go away, practice soldering and stuff on this was because it was broken, and I have another one. She gave me both of them, but we're going to go down the path of see how extreme we can really take this controller. I'm aiming to get basically the equivalent of a Pro, essentially, for under 100 quid. The Pro is 190 quid, 210 for a scuff one, and this is probably going to be closer to a scuff. But we're going to make this the ultimate PS5 controller. Brought to you mostly in part by ExtremeRate. These guys are freaking good. Like, I don't know whether they're drop shipping, but even if they're drop shipping the products feel like they're drop shipping, but someone went around and deburred all the edges. Do you get me? Like, some products from AliExpress, like, you would expect them to be shit, or like have sharp edges and need a bit of filing down and stuff. But no, these fit beautifully. They go together really well. It's really easy to use the stuff. I like the fact that they give you options on these bottom plates. You get white, black, the color of the front plate, and grey. So whatever you've gone with on the back, you can literally choose to plate up on the bottom here, which is really nice. I actually thought it looked better cutting off like that rather than it going green round, which is why I went with the black. I wanted the contrast on the buttons. That's why I went with them. I like the fact that they're plain and stuff. And like I said, I think that I like these sort of cheeks that they've got on them as well, like that you don't get on the original one. Like, it's a little bit sharper up here. I kind of like the look, and I think that it looks and feels better than the original. It feels a little lighter as well. I don't know whether it's because of the layers of plastic on here and there's just less of it. I don't know whether it can't be down to the battery, because this one's got a bigger capacity. Might be a different technology, but it's still a bigger capacity battery. So yeah, does feel a tiny bit lighter. I haven't got scales here, otherwise I'd find out. But it does feel a tiny bit lighter, but not to the point where it matters. But the feel, like this, the plastic on the PlayStation controller, I'm sure you know yourself, like, it feels very sort of, it's kind of grippy on the back, but it feels very sort of shiny plastic up here on the front here. Well, this is like a soft, silky feeling plastic on the top, and these grips are really good. I mean, the shell collectively, with the back plate in the front, the shell's probably about 38 quid. So I don't think that's bad. Sticks are like 8 quid. It's not bad. The buttons again are like a tenner, so it's not bad. So all the parts that I got weren't horribly expensive. I think that Jura Pro battery at the moment is working sweet. I think that was like 15 quid or something. Nothing's a massively expensive mod in itself, but collectively it's quite a bit. Obviously, if I was going to do the stuff that's coming up, I probably wouldn't have bought this backplate, so I'll be able to remove this from the overall price of that next video coming up. But of how much it would cost to take it from this to what we end up with at the end of stage 2. But yeah, stay tuned for stage 2, and I'll see you in the next one, guys. Let me know what you think. What do you think of my handiwork? Do you like the look of the products? Do you think this ExtremeRate are worth the money? Again, like I said, it's customizations, guys. It's just how the cookie crumbles, shall we say. You know, if you're customizing stuff, it's going to cost you. You're paying more than you would do for a controller, but in the end, do you end up saving in comparison to an equivalent controller once you've finished with all your mods and customizations? That's what you really need to ask. And controllers of this sort of color and this sort of like colorway and similar colorway, at least all green or something like that. Like I've seen them at like 100 odd quid, like, and this cost me 50 to do on a, well, admittedly free to me, broken controller. But yeah, it feels so good, guys. So yeah, if you want to customize your controller, I personally would say, as it stands, don't forget this is all I've done mod wise, customization wise with this controller at the minute is mostly just cosmetic parts from ExtremeRate. So I can't go into the stuff that's got like a load of ribbon cables and motherboards and stuff, like next video. But on the visual stuff, you know, like the actual customization, the casings and stuff like that, like, yeah, I feel like you're more than good to go. You get plenty of spare screws, you get tools to work with. I will say though, this screwdriver that came with the Jura Pro battery, this screwdriver is friggin' a nice little screwdriver, and I'm probably going to use it for a while. You're probably going to see it in future videos. So yeah, sometimes things come for free and they're worth it. Don't know why I got a sim injection tool with one of the kits from these guys, but they probably do a load of mods for phones as well. So yeah, guys, if you want to customize your PlayStation controller, ExtremeRate products. So far so good. So yeah, guys, what do you think? Let me know. And I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching. I love you back.
Like the video, subscribe to the channel, share.
Like and subscribe. One, two.